Connor's Log, 11/16/16. For a while now, there has been rumblings and on and offs of a Y the Last Man television show. At one point it was supposed to be a movie, and then I think David Goyer at one point was going to be showrunning and executive producing a Y the Last Man television show. And then that went away, and then now we had FX pick up the rights for the Y the Last Man TV show, and Brian Fuller was set to be the showrunner. And now we actually have another person coming on to co-showrun Y the Last Man at FX with Brian Fuller, and that is going to be a man by the name of Michael Green. This is very interesting news for me because I've been reading Y the Last Man with Captain Logan. No spoilers, please, I still haven't gotten to the end of it, but it's something that I think could really be a really neat TV show as opposed to a movie. I don't think it would be a successful translation to film as opposed to television, and I think it's something you can do in this day and age with television. Special effects have really gotten bigger, especially on things like FX with like The Strain. I hear is pretty good. I haven't watched it, but this shows more confidence. Brian Fuller's on it, which is exciting. From what I hear, he's a very good showrunner, and the stuff that he's been on has been good. Michael Green, though, is the piece of information that has my curiosity piqued. He's worked on television shows before as writers. I know he was a writer on one of the recent Academy Award ceremonies, and as well as The River, which was that show by Oren Peli, the fellow who created Paranormal Activity. I never watched, I think it was called The River. I never watched it. But Michael Green, his only really big screenwriting credit was on the 2011 Green Lantern film, which I still haven't even seen, but not very well received by critics, and it did not do well at the box office. And I don't think, I know there's some people who do like that movie, and some people who don't think it's as bad as everyone else says, but it's not a success. I don't think we can write off Green Lantern as a success. But what's also interesting about this Michael Green fellow is I'm not here to dog on him and say, oh no, this Y the Last Man TV show isn't going to be good because one of the screenwriters of Green Lantern is going to be the showrunner. What's interesting about this is looking at Michael Green moving forward. He is on top of co-showrunning Y the Last Man with Brian Fuller. He's actually he's the screenwriter or a screenwriter on 3 big projects next year that I'm very interested in. The first one being Logan, the last Wolverine movie that looks incredible. Yeah, he's going to be one of the writers, or if the writer or one of the writers on that, as well as Blade Runner 2049 and Alien Covenant, both of which are going to be coming out of Scott Free Productions, which is Ridley Scott's production house. This is really interesting. He's one of the writers, or the writer, on the Blade Runner sequel, which is being, I don't know how many people know that it's been officially titled Blade Runner 2049, with bringing back Harrison Ford, Ryan Gosling, and I think Jared Leto is going to be in. It is being directed by Denis Villeneuve. I believe I pronounced that correctly, who just gave us Arrival, and last year gave us Sicario. He also gave us Prisoners, Enemy. He's been doing some really decent work, and I think that he is a perfect choice for a Blade Runner sequel if Ridley Scott's not going to do it. I don't think we need a Blade Runner sequel, because I think that movie is magnificent on its own, but if we're getting a Blade Runner sequel, you can do worse than getting Denis Villeneuve. And then Alien Covenant is being directed by Ridley Scott. So this is really cool, because I guess this Michael Green guy has been doing enough hard work behind the scenes in the last 5 years since Green Lantern, where he's got he's got his name on a screenplay attached to 3 movies that I'm really excited for next year, and now he's going to be co-showrunning FX's Y the Last Man with Brian Fuller. So this is really interesting news. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where Michael Green, his career goes. I'm really hoping that this can maybe be a new guy, some new blood in the superhero science fiction genres that can maybe get some new and exciting things. This is really, it makes me excited, this news. And yeah, I'm getting more and more excited for Y: The Last Man on FX, if it actually happens this time. See you later.